Well, hello, wrestling fans. We are live in a loud and packed New Beginning Church Gymnasium. My name is Walker Stewart, joining you for the final time here tonight at Sooner World Class Wrestling, and I am joined by one of my favorite people I've ever had in a broadcast booth tonight, Darren Matthews. Welcome to the booth.
Thank you very much, Walker. Sika's already showing his dominance right now, pushing the ring announcer. He's ready for a fight.
Folks, the Chickasaw Warrior Coyote is going to be an incredibly tough challenge for a man who is well familiar with the confines of Sooner World Class Wrestling, that being Montego Sika. The OG of Oklahoma is going to be taking it to the Chickasaw Warrior in what is a rematch, a matchup that has taken place all across the state of Oklahoma. Darren Matthews, from here to World Class Pro Wrestling to Sooner World Class Wrestling in the past.
Well, for a second there, Walker, I'm not gonna lie. When I took a look at the Chickasaw Warrior, I looked at him and thought, why the heck is he even here? He's dressed for a Comic-Con thing right now. I'm sure San Diego would like to have him right now.
Potentially so, but Montego Sika, he's joined, of course. There you go, the bell is sounded. This match is underway. Referee Martin Justice in control of this matchup. And Brandon Barricade has joined Montego Sika here at ringside for this Sooner World Class Wrestling reunion event. Of course, Brandon Barricade used to be the manager champion, so to speak, in Sooner World Class Wrestling days. Also a former Sooner World Class Wrestling Tag Team Champion himself.
Well, I'm sure he's looking to get Sika some gold tonight.
And potentially so, of course. Don't forget, folks, our main event of the evening, the Sooner World Class Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship, will be on the line in our monumental main event battle royal. That's still to come.
It's anybody's game when it comes to that battle royal. I am excited to see what Sooner World Class Wrestling will bring today. Sika's calling you out, Walker.
I don't think I'm exactly the guy to be commenting on. I'll comment on the matches, but I'm not going to comment on Coyote's strategy. I will say, though, Coyote, an incredible in-ring tactician, very well-versed in the professional wrestling game. We're going to see exactly how he fares here tonight against Tigo.
Well, why doesn't he get in a fight with Sika? I mean, he should be fighting. That's what he is. He's the Chickasaw Warrior.
Seems like he's heard you loud and clear. Hammerlock taken behind by Coyote.
People should listen to me more then.
Technical aspect of the game here for Coyote. Very well versed in a technical balance, but he is capable of doing a lot of different things. He'll fly all around the ring if you want him to, or if you put him in the position to have to do so.
I'm pretty sure that Sika and Barricade are going to put him down and make sure that he is grounded before he can even take off.
Tigo, very interesting competitor, very unorthodox in his style, and I think that's something that throws off a lot of competitors when they step in the ring with the OG of Oklahoma, other than the fact of the weight of the situation, which is they are stepping in the ring with the OG of Oklahoma. It's a hard thing to try and comprehend.
Oh, absolutely, and the OG has earned his right to talk as much smack as he wants to talk.
You see Brandon Barricade on the outside. You got to know he's going to be playing a factor in this matchup. He's got a very large chain on, Darren.
Well, that is gold, and that man has gotten a lot of people gold in Oklahoma, according to you.
You're definitely right about that. I only repeat the facts, but
absolutely.
The facts are Brandon Barricade. He's brought many people to championship gold and glory, but Montego Sika, I mean, he put in all of the work to get there himself. Coyote, much the same way. These two men have a lot of history with one another.
And Sika's unleashing. He is making sure he grounds Coyote down.
I mean, there have been times where these two men have been on the same side of the battle lines that have been drawn in the sand here in the state of Oklahoma. There have been times where they've been partners, they've been enemies, and they are where they are here tonight.
Well, it doesn't look like they're best friends anymore. Oh,
Coyote taking control of that left leg. Of course, Tigo has a history of issues with that left leg, a history of injuries that have plagued his career. It's cost him championship gold in the past.
Walker, all he's doing to Tigo is really fueling that rage, that unbridled rage of the OG. Once he gets up back on his feet, Coyote is going to pay for injuring the OG's leg, and he's going to pay a hefty price.
There's definitely a price to be paid. I might have to question how the OG ended up with that money, but there you go, side headlock taken by the OG of Oklahoma.
The way he earned that money is none of your business.
Apparently not. Many times people have referred to Montego Sika as the Heat Sika of Oklahoma.
Well, definitely he's getting some heat. Everybody's getting on their feet for Coyote. But I'm right now impressed with how he's putting Coyote down. He is putting him fast asleep right now, Walker. Never mind.
Coyote up, shoot, Tigo off the ropes. Got him with the arm drag. See, this is what I love about Coyote. Explosive offense like this. Over the mind game.
And Sika saw right through it. Definitely, Sika. You tell him, you tell everyone here in Oklahoma, they should cry.
Yeah, the mind games of Montego Sika coming into play here. And oftentimes Tigo never refers to himself as the better wrestler. However, there's a lot of times where Tigo comes out victorious. It's that in-ring intelligence that he possesses.
Sometimes, Walker, it's not all about the wrestling skill that you produce, it's about the fight you bring to the table.
If there's one man who knows fight, it's going to be Tigo, and now into the cover here.
Short just barely.
2 count.
I'm surprised Sika isn't taking the head off of the referee after he's counted that slowly.
Referee Martin Justice has officiated many a Montego Sika match, knows exactly what to expect in a competition like this out of this competitor. However, the presence of Brandon Barricade at ringside is still something I'm keeping my eye on, so to speak, Darren.
It's bringing an extra level of confidence to Sika's strategy out here, Walker. Let me tell you, he's been on fire. Boom! Right to the back of Coyote.
Who's to say that Coyote might not be thrown off his game a little bit with the presence of Brandon Barricade? I have to be honest with you, Darren. I didn't even know Barricade would be in attendance here tonight at Sooner World Class.
Truthfully, I didn't expect it either, but it is a delight to see Barricade show up here.
Men like us who do our research, if we're not aware of a fact, you have to know it's news to Coyote when he saw Brandon Barricade walk through the curtain.
Yes, and with him having that mask painted all over his head, I'm pretty sure that that's gotten into his brain even more. So,
there we go. I mean, I knew it was going to happen eventually, but Brandon Barricade rearing an ugly head in this matchup.
That is not ugly. That is smart strategy, Walker. You take advantage of everything.
Trying to cut out the breathing apparatus of Coyote. Montego Sika.
Good, Sika. Make his face turn as blue as that ugly costume of his.
Repping the Thunder colors here tonight is Coyote. Chickasaw Warrior doing what he does best, competing in a matchup like this, but he is correct. He is wearing a Chucky t-shirt because it is Friday the 13th tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And he's using that as another form of strategy. He is going to leave a body in this ring tonight, Walker.
And folks, while I have you here on the broadcast, I can't believe I shouted this out earlier on in the evening, but shout out to Texoma Pro Wrestling, who has sponsored this matchup here tonight, hosting events every 3rd Friday of the month in Sherman, Texas, as well as in Ardmore, Oklahoma, back and forth between Texas and Oklahoma.
Yes, very good shout out. It is great to see them represented by these two great athletes tonight, Walker.
Absolutely the standout matchup here of the Texoma Pro variety. But That's not all. We also have the AIWF Cruiserweight Championship 4-way matchup. We have an RDW Heavyweight title ladder match involving 4 individuals as well. We're going to crown 2 new champions here tonight. Guaranteed. I can't wait.
I can't wait till that ladder match, Walker. And you know as well as I who's going to win that match, but we'll wait till that match is up. We got to focus on Sika and his pure dominance of Coyote. He's about ready to cut. Oh!
Wow.
That is disgusting. Call for the disqualification, ref. Call for it.
I believe the referee considers it inadvertent, as would I. I mean, Coyote's just looking to defend himself, and Tigo doing everything in his power to try and recover from a nasty shot like that. But
nothing is unintentional and inadvertent with Coyote.
Coyote, very intelligent competitor, looking to will the crowd back into this matchup. Of course, folks, feeding off the energy, the Chickasaw Warrior of the Souls here.
Energy's not going to matter, Walker, when Sika comes back too. That fire and intensity and rage that's really fueling Sika is going to come out.
And Coyote, oh, and we've seen it. The first one, the tomahawk chops are being unleashed here tonight in Oklahoma City.
I wouldn't want to be on the other end of those, and I certainly want to be on the other end of what Sika's going to give as a receipt to that.
Tomahawk chops whip off the ropes, now reversing momentum. Tigo, oh, look at this. Taking control as Coyote off the ropes.
None of that flashy stuff against Sika, man.
The 405 in the 405. And Coyote's looking to take this one up top.
Man, I don't understand some of these wrestlers, Walker, that try to do this flashy, flying stuff. Anytime they come off the rope, they end up paying for it.
Coyote, is he gonna pay here tonight?
Oh, he paid with the feet!
Rocket kick to Coyote to cover here for Tigo. This match still rolls on.
That was 3! Call this match right, ref. Barricade is getting upset on the outside. I would be too.
Come on. You got this.
Sika looking for some heat behind that fist of his.
Tigo has been putting many men away with this one. Going for the lariat. Tucked underneath, the super kick connects for Coyote.
He still didn't even take Sika down.
It might take 2 for him. Maybe it's going to be going for the 3-peat.
I don't think even 3 could take him down, Walker. Sika is standing tall. Oh, 3. See, look at him. Oh.
Crumbling to the mat. Separation created between both men. Coyote looking to bring himself back to a victory in this contest.
But he doesn't have Barricade in his corner, Walker.
Wait a minute. Brandon barricaded. That was the gold chain. Referee Martin Justice none the wiser.
I didn't see any gold chain, Walker.
Well, you better get your vision checked. The
Dude,
cover.
I don't need my vision checked because that's a win. That's a win for Sika. He has the power of the punch behind him, and that punch is going to lead to some future gold, Walker.
There's potential for anything here tonight, but one thing is for certain. Montego Sika walks away with a victory in this contest, and it's all thanks to Brandon Barricade.
And a well-deserved victory, Walker.
I can't name a single person who's ever thanked Brandon Barricade in their life, so this is definitely a different moment here tonight.
Well, it doesn't matter if they haven't thanked him before. They're going to be thanking him. They're going to be lining up to be his clients because he brings gold.
Folks, our main event here tonight will be a 20-man battle royal and it will be for the Sooner World Class World Heavyweight Championship. Who's to know if we're going to be seeing either of these men involved in that competition? We do not have a list of entrants. We do know a couple of people who will be involved in that contest. One of those men who will be joining us at the broadcast booth very shortly. That being one, Frankie Lee. That's still to come, folks. We'll be right back with more Sooner World Class Wrestling coming up right after this. Well, folks, welcome back to more Sooner World Class Wrestling action. And as you might have seen, Frankie Lee joining us at the broadcast booth tonight. Frankie, it's a pleasure to have you.
You got to say the whole thing, Walker. The fabulous.
Fabulous.
Never forget.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, the fabulous Frankie Lee, as you mentioned, you are going to be involved in that Sooner World Class Championship Battle Royal. That's
Correct.
to come in our main event. However, focusing right now, the All-Star Pro Tag Team Champions are in the building here tonight. They're going to be taking on the weapons of mass destruction, that being Leo Fox and Kurt Gannon.
So tell me about these two clowns. They look like they walked off the street, but maybe I don't know anything about them.
The Psychotic Messengers, they've been champions all across the state of Oklahoma. Empire Pro Wrestling, All-Star Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Against Hunger, Buzzsaw Championship Wrestling, beyond and beyond. However, tonight they're facing incredibly tough challengers here in the Weapons of Mass Destruction. Keep in mind, folks.
Speaking of said challengers.
Exactly, a non-title matchup here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how the mental of the Psychotic Messengers is tested when they face off against the baddest men in the state of Oklahoma.
I'm just giddy to see a little destruction.
Now, I would like to issue an apology to one Mike Andrews. Mike, I know we started off things on the wrong foot, but I would much rather make certain to apologize. I now understand the glory and honor that you bring here and all around Oklahoma.
I gotta tell you, Darren, you might be the only one in the world who understands that outside of Leo Fox and Kurt Gannon, reigning and defending BCW Tag Team Champion. Oh, Mike Andrews has a microphone.
Those are some beefy boys. They're going to definitely be hard to throw over the top rope if they happen to be in that battle royal.
You got the strength, it's fabulous, man.
Yes, I do have quite the upper body strength, but enough of that.
I don't know if you know who we are, but we are the most dominant tag team in Oklahoma. And you know what? I don't think they have enough gold. But I see two guys across the ring from us, and I think we want that gold. What do you guys say? You guys want that gold? You want that too? No! So, why don't you guys put that down on the line? Hey! Nah, dude. Good idea. Do it here. Since they're holding some All-Star Pro Tag Team Championships, you know what? I say, let's do it. Let's give these worthless rednecks what they want. Some tag team titles. Do it, Ref.
Folks, it seems like it's made official. The owner and promoter of All-Star Pro Wrestling, we saw earlier on.
Absolutely. It didn't seem like the Messengers were quite prepared for that match to be for the titles.
I would understand why they wouldn't be prepared.
Oh, and this match already getting started here.
And see, that's the glory
my.
of somebody like Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews and his associates are always prepared.
Fox and Kurt Gannon, the wrestlers of mass destruction, certified weapons, now turned deadly professional athletes, and the bell has been sounded for.
Well, this match went crazy out the gates. They were already ready to rumble, Walker.
Absolutely, and the Psychotic Messengers standing tall at this very moment. Malachi and Tank Bryson. Frankie, what are your thoughts on the Psychotic Messengers?
The Psychotic Messengers, man, they look like they were probably on the street corner begging for change. However, they are some scary fellows. I most definitely. I mean, I'm not afraid of them at all.
We're on the same wavelength here, Frankie.
However,
I saw. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
To not say that they aren't deadly fellows.
I'm not gonna argue that. I mean, one of them's in a mask. Obviously, let's be real. If you're wearing a mask, you don't want to be known.
You simply got to face a mother. That's the only person that's gonna like it. That's exactly why he puts on a mask. It looks cool, you know, makes him feel better, you know. And that's also why Frankie Lee doesn't wear a mask, because this is money. Right?
But let's be real here. It looks like they should be auditioning for the Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Yeah, I heard there's a sideshow down in Luther.
I heard a lot about that sideshow, actually, Frank. But nevertheless, this matchup rolls on. The All-Star Pro Tag Team Championships are on the line. Psychotic Messengers have been well on their way to becoming one of the most winningest tag teams in the history of the state of Oklahoma's professional wrestling scene. Leo Fox and Kurt Gannon, meanwhile, consider themselves to be on the come-up, and with Mike Andrews leading the charge, I mean, it's very hard to argue against that.
Well,
those are some fast-rising fellows.
Yes. No, you're fine, Frankie. I understand. See, one thing a lot of people wouldn't understand is Gannon is still the AWR television
cover here,
champion. And also, Leo Fox is one dominant man here in Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
At one point, Leo Fox held the record 4 championships at the same time, all from 4 different organizations here in the state of Oklahoma. He still maintains a majority of those championships to this day, but those are not the ones he brought out to ringside here tonight, because he is looking to secure room for even more gold in that briefcase, in that suitcase of his.
I can't imagine his time at the TSA.
Probably has to get that pre-check.
Kurt Gannon, incredibly dominant inside the sports circle this far.
That was quite a simple.
Impressive. For people who are Psychotic Messengers, you'd think they'd be more into the ring psychology, but look at Kurt Gannon. He is just easily dismantling both of these freaks.
Absolutely. They seem a little bit more bark than bite right now.
Absolutely.
The wrestlers of mass destruction are taking over quite handily.
I wonder what the rest of their friends at the Sideshow Circus would say about him, because I know they have more from what I've heard.
Folks, Fox tagged in, the legal man at this very moment. Dominating efforts here tonight for Leo Fox and Kurt Gannon. Members of the Control Your Narrative roster that are training underneath the likes of one current. Oh my gosh, hear the devastating sound of that one, and even a shot to Malachi. That was completely unprompted.
Walker, my phone is blowing up right now. People over in Kansas could have heard that shot.
Malachi's in the ring, and this one very well could easily be thrown out here if Brixton Barricade wasn't capable of keeping it under control. But Leo Fox and Kurt Gannon training underneath the lights and studying the mind of the current NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, EC3.
Definitely shows in this encounter who has conditioned and who is prepared for this battle.
Exactly, every single time Leo Fox and Kurt Gannon step into the ring. I mean, Leo Fox is called Battle-Born for a reason. He has been to war-stricken countries. He has faced things that are unimaginable by the average human being. And how he takes that aggression, that anger out with his tag team partner, Kurt Gannon, on men like Tank Bryson and Malachi.
Speaking of war, it definitely looks like Tank is losing said war right now in this match.
Tank is obviously not built like a tank right now.
He's definitely on the wrong side of the war, that's for certain. Kurt Gannon, elbow drop, right to the point of the heart, into the cover here for Gannon.
And while Gannon hit that right on the bullseye, Tank Bryson finds enough in his tank to kick out.
That Tank must be running on fumes right now, because it's not looking too good for old Tanky.
Looks a little taken back by the power and strength of the wrestlers of Mass Destruction.
You know, Frankie, I got to ask you, you are the resident athlete of this broadcast booth at the moment.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, you know, if you were in the ring with the wrestlers of Mass Destruction, what would be your strategy going into a matchup like this?
They are both big, heavy men, and as well built as I am, I know I'm a little bit outmatched in the size department, right? So simply, I'd go low. I'd go for the legs. It's a little dirty, but hey, that's how you play the game,
It's all about the psychology, and the Fabulous One understands that.
That's
Not only
right.
that, he's got the speed and finesse to take these guys down.
Say finesse one more time. Butter me up a little bit more.
Finesse.
Yes,
Say it with me, Walker. Finesse.
Hey, we have a match to call here.
Fair.
Kurt Gannon still maintaining control in this matchup. Look at that, Leo Fox making the tag. Big
One hell of a big boot right there.
He is
flattening Tank Bryson cover here. Malachi managing to break that one up.
Do you think Malachi's even going to have a chance to walk in this match?
That's going to be a very difficult thing going forward here. Malachi still even looking to become the legal man. I don't believe he's been legal once in this competition so far.
Oh, absolutely. They have Kurt and Fox have kept Tank away, systematically away from Malachi at all times.
I was going to admire that tactician right there. And I mean, Leo Fox is battle-born, right? He's not used to military strategies. Perhaps he's using a little bit of his drill in coordinating this tag team match and keeping Tank away from Malachi.
That's Tank Bryson finally gaining some control and a little bit of separation.
And Walker!
Tank Bryson is bleeding from the jaw.
I was about ready to mention that. Look at
counts.
what the wrestlers of Mass Destruction have done.
This is not looking good here for Tank Bryson, folks. That could easily be a lost tooth or the bleeding of the gums. I mean, that's never a good sign.
Oh, of all places to go after what you've been through, the top rope is definitely not one of them.
Hey, well, at least one thing I will say about Tank Bryson, if Gannon and Fox continue to destroy Tank's face, I'm sure Malachi could lend him a mask.
Look at this, Kurt Gannon.
Oh, man.
Not even being taken down by Malachi. He's got to take 3 here, folks.
That's a big man to fall. I don't blame Malachi for not knocking Kurt Gannon down.
Oh, what's this? Malachi has both the wrestlers of Mass Destruction.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, Mike. Get him. Get him.
And Mike Andrews definitely not a legal competitor in this matchup. Malachi well aware of Mike Andrews' chicanery. And Fox and Gannon tossing Bryce to the outside.
Oh, what's this, Walker?
Could be looking for something devastating. Total elimination for Kurt Gannon and Leo Fox. This match is over.
Brand new tag team champions, Walker. That's the power. That's the power of Mike Andrews. Very nice, Mike. Very nice.
Folks, what a matchup and what a moment here. We have new All-Star Pro Tag Team Champions.
And look at that, two sets of belts for each wrestler of Mass Destruction.
Leo Fox's bag is getting a little heavy now, guys.
Oh, for sure. But Frankie and I know that neither of those two men are walking out with a third belt tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad. Thank you for the alley-oop. Most definitely, Frankie Lee is going to be the last SWCW champion. I feel I have a right to talk a little bit more about me now that the match is over.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm eager for my match. However, I would like to thank you guys once again, even though Walker, flubbed with my name, for letting me be on commentary.
Fabulous. Say it with me. Fabulous.
I
and this moment is fabulous.
I believe it's obvious at this point that if it was my decision to have you on commentary, you probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. But nevertheless, I mean, you haven't exactly treated anyone with respect so far, Frankie.
Clearly it wasn't your decision. That's why Darren's the one with taste.
No respect out of this young athlete. Derek James, former Unified Wrestling Oklahoma heavyweight champion, 2-time, in fact, making his way down to ringside.
You say that again, Walker. 2-time UWO champion. He has a chance at the RDW championship right now.
Let's not forget a double feature from the marvelous one. Mike Andrews yet again trailing behind Derek James.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, a very interesting scenario here between Derek James and Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews, ever the supporter of Derek James. However, the reality is Mike Andrews was not by the side of Derek James whenever James was defeated for the UWO championship just 1 month ago back at UWO in Midwest City.
And I wonder how that sets with young Derek James.
I definitely know that Derek James is not feeling his greatest at this very moment mentally after a loss of the UWO championship. There's no way to feel good about that.
Yeah! Walker, you know what time it is.
Oh my goodness. Seems like Jake didn't learn his stage directions, did he?
Well, folks, every ranch hand has his favorite shepherd, if you will, his dog. I mean, it's...
See, this is why I like this man. This man knows what people like.
There's absolutely no way you can hate a man with a dog, Darren.
Absolutely not.
Frankie,
I don't understand why everybody in Kansas and Oklahoma hates this guy. I absolutely love him.
Darren, maybe if you adopted a dog, you could become a little more likable.
The man's got some lungs on him.
Come on, Rad, you need to hydrate before this match.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Of all people I feel safe betting against in this ladder match, it would most definitely be Sam Stackhouse. I can't even imagine this man on a ladder climbing his way to the belt.
Well, I have been told that here tonight we do have a couple of reinforced ladders in the area.
I was about ready to ask that question,
Reinforced
Walker.
ladders, plural, correct?
Yeah,
Because I can't see him climbing even one.
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting to witness here tonight. Sam Stackhouse, a notable fear of heights. I spoke with Sam Stackhouse in the back. He's told me himself he doesn't exactly have the greatest luck with ladder match situations. Therefore, there's a lot on the line here tonight when it comes to Stackhouse's opportunity at the RDW Championship.
Look, Red James is already trying to grab the belt. That's what a winner does.
That referee better keep an eye on Red James.
He flies like an eagle, unlike Derek James in his little eagle jacket.
You know what? Let's make Derek jump right now.
Come on, Derek. Come on, Derek. Actually, you know what? I'd pay good money to see Sam Stackhouse jump. But then again, people would wonder if there's fracking going on over in this place.
Not only that, but let's just remind ourselves, Walker only said it was the ladders that were reinforced. I don't know about the ring. I mean, if the man decides to get on the ladder, it wouldn't be unfair to push the ladder down, right?
Definitely not. It would be well within the rules of a traditional ladder match. That is what we're looking at here tonight. And folks, we are awaiting one more member of this matchup. MLP will be joining the matchup very soon. However, I want to take this time to wish you all to follow the social media of Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. Patreon.com/Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. Twitter, X, and Instagram at UW Oklahoma.
Did we really have to wait for this guy? I don't understand why he even gets this opportunity.
You know what? I'm going to take a moment to... I don't quite understand MLP. I feel like I've seen 3 different versions of this man, and they all go by the same name.
And he's wearing a red mask tonight? Is he trying to get in Red James's head? Oh my goodness, he used the color red.
It does make me curious what's under the hood. Perhaps that's what he's doing.
Very interesting scenario tonight. Hey, don't keep your eyes off me, MLP.
Maybe I'm more of an MLP fan after he's looking at you that way, Walker.
I'm definitely no fan of a man holding a steel chair as a weapon tonight.
But dude, this is not a rock concert.
Oh, and Derek James.
Good one.
Thank you, Derek. See,
I was sick of him already.
I
Thank
do
you.
stuff like this at home, and my wife gets on me for doing weird, stupid dances. Why does this guy get the attention he does?
I want to know what type of weird, stupid dances you're doing at home. That's we're going to have to talk about that later, Darren, you and I personally, one-on-one.
See, you set yourself up for that one, Darren.
Hey,
Now,
it is what it is.
Here's the situation here tonight, folks. The James gang is in effect here. Derek James and Red James here tonight. No previous affiliations here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma, but
And they're definitely not related, as you
For
can
one
tell.
night only, the James gang.
well, neither of these men too fond of Sam Stackhouse. Of course, Stackhouse has defeated both of these men in swift fashion in the past.
I'm sure.
One thing to acknowledge, though, at ringside is the presence of not only MLP with the ladder, but also Mike Andrews here on behalf of Derek James.
Mike Andrews, do something about this guy. He's trying to sneak in with a ladder.
A double DDT from the James gang.
But I just want to give a quick message from Red James. See, the good thing about him is he made sure that
Wait,
Derek James hydrated. Oh,
Wait, Derek James, oh, good God. Came very close to walking away. Your new RDW heavyweight champion, and of course,
Don't turn your back. That's exactly what got him up on the ladder the previous time. Come on, Red.
Vacated championship is up for grabs here tonight.
looks like that James gang affiliation has quietly come to an end.
I got to tell you, I spoke with all three members of this matchup, and every single one of them said, well, if there's one thing that I'm looking to avoid here tonight, it's stepping in the ring with MLP. MLP is a very interesting individual, very unorthodox in his style, not exactly trained in traditional lucha libre, so to speak.
Well, he almost lost his head there, Walker.
And that hood is flying all over the place tonight.
Derek James is probably using it. Oh, look, Red James is hydrating. He's getting his superpower ready.
I've been told that's something he enjoys doing, but MLP has been a champion in Red Dirt Wrestling in the past.
yeah.
Oh, God.
That's disgusting. You know, I was
That
on
is
Red's side until he
strategy.
did that.
That's perfectly good strategy, Frankie.
However,
And Sam Stackhouse, he's punching at air here. He's blinded. He's in a very difficult position. Oh, look at this. MLP, a little bit of strategic construction happening.
If you wanted to build something at home, MLP, play with your Legos like a good boy.
And MLP looking to take this one to new heights here.
and see, while he's busy
Oh,
making
wait a minute. What's this? MLP ripped off the ladder.
That's a better luchador.
another masked weirdo entering the match.
I mean, Frankie Lee, you're well aware of who this man is. Lenny.
Unfortunately,
Tell me about this Lenny guy.
Oh, Lenny's definitely an interesting individual. Wouldn't you say, Frankie?
all I know is that all I wanted to do was get some drinks with my friends, and here comes Lenny, that psycho.
Oh,
my goodness.
Gosh. High angle landing here.
You know,
MLP to Lenny.
Well, it looks like MLP's aspirations of winning any championships is over tonight. Lenny had the last laugh.
I mean, folks,
yeah, you better run.
we knew this would be happening, and a match like this, the name of the game is absolute chaos. And Derek James,
Oh, good.
God.
He is disposing of the trash.
looking to take advantage of chaos. Derek James, he has it here.
Just like that. Oh, my goodness.
What?
A lack of stability in the ring. Folks, those boards very well could be uneven.
Well, let me put it to you this way, Walker. It's a blessing that Sam Stackhouse didn't climb that ladder. That must not have been the reinforced ladder we've been talking about.
I don't know where this reinforced ladder might be. If it's not that one, it's surely not this decrepit wooden one on the side of us here.
But it could
Might be
be.
what's holding up the ring.
It could
with
be
Sam
the
Stackhouse
power
inside
of
it.
Lenny. It could be the power of Lenny, guys. It could be.
I would believe it. That man haunts me like a phantom. I wouldn't be surprised if he literally was a phantom.
Well, Frankie, I mean, you faced off against the majority of the men in this matchup in the past. I got to ask you, who do you see walking away with the gold here tonight?
You know, interesting question, Walker. So, of those men, you know, I talk a lot of trash about Sam Stackhouse, but if he so manages to climb that ladder, you know, perhaps he is the one that is
I've got
going to
a
win.
bold prediction, Frankie. It's the one that climbs the ladder.
That's very bold, in fact, Darren. Thank you.
An interesting strategy here. Sam Stackhouse, we've yet to see the man climb a ladder, and he said it before. He's mentioned it in previous ladder encounters. Not a fan of these ladder sort of competitions.
What is Mike Andrew teaching Derek James? He is under the ring.
I believe Derek James has disappeared. Are you sure he went under the ring?
Unless Lanny had something to do with this, I don't know.
I do believe he's popped out from the other side.
There he is. Yeah, that's one way to avoid Sam Stackhouse.
Talk about the speed and intelligence.
Back inside the ring, that wooden ladder. I don't exactly know where it's going to be taking anyone here tonight, but could be taking Derek James to new heights here. Oh!
No, he's going down. Stackhouse is about ready to knock his head off.
Listen, Sam Stackhouse does not make many trips often to Oklahoma City these times. If he comes all the way to Oklahoma City from Golden Corral, Texas, he's definitely looking to come back with championship gold.
Golden Corral, Texas, huh?
Seem familiar.
I'll leave it at that.
Stackhouse.
Looks like trouble for the James gang.
Yeah, out of the corners, compressing the bodies of the big men.
And look at Derek James. He sped out of the way, and Sam Stackhouse went colliding with the cold steel of that ladder.
Oh, collision inside the ring.
Good. Tell him to think with his head. Not that he's got to have a lot of light bulbs up there right now after Red James broke them.
Well, Red James and Derek James, both of these men claiming to be tired of Sam Stackhouse, and that's one way to cut down the big man.
They're going after his knee.
And see, just like I previously said, go for the legs. If they're bigger than you, take them down, take their base.
Red James might be taking an opportunity right now. Who knows?
I mean, I honestly would. After recent events, Derek James seeming to sneak off to climb up the ladder every time Red James turns his back.
Absolutely. The James brothers, well, they're not really brothers, but brothers in arms are absolutely...
Brothers from other mothers, you might say.
Brothers from other mothers.
Derek James, whip out of the corner. Hold on, reversed here. Oh!
That's the first time
Like a
Sam
stop
Stackhouse
sign.
has been useful for Red James.
Inadvertently with the ladder. And now this is much inadvertent.
Mike, you do not need to fan him down. Do something. Attack Sam Stackhouse.
I have a lot of respect for Mike Andrews wherever I can, but let's be honest here. I don't think he's going to do much to a man like Sam Stackhouse.
I mean, he's enlightened me, but at the same time, I'm wondering what's going on.
The low blow from Red James to Sam Stackhouse.
Low blow. Talk about taking the wind out of Sam Stackhouse's sails, Walker.
Difficult situations for everyone to monitor here tonight. All you need is a little bit of TLC. We're missing the T right now, folks, but the ladders and the chairs are in play.
I'm certain that one of our wonderful fans would donate a table so they could see Sam Stackhouse go through it.
What is Sam Stackhouse doing here? This is...
I think they heard you and they're going to make a lot. Nope.
Now the aim of the game here, folks, for the uninitiated, it's a little bit of a testament of strength, if you will. These are the moments of the matches that test your moxie. How badly do you really want the RDW Heavyweight Championship?
I don't know, but man, I got to tell you this one. At first, I was like, why the heck are you trying to play musical chairs, Stackhouse?
I, too, was a little bit flabbergasted. I thought they were going to play a little game of rock, paper, scissors, maybe Rochambeau.
Hey, folks, this is an All-Star Pro. This is Sooner World Class Wrestling. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, but
Derek James, wait a minute.
If you're not going to work like Red James, you're absolutely losing this game.
James to the outside, but we still have not crossed the path that, we're going to have to cross eventually if Sam Stackhouse continues this dominance. When will Stackhouse be able to climb a ladder in the center of the ring?
When he finds the ladder that can even support his weight.
Well,
I have yet to see this reinforced ladder.
We've been told that there's one here tonight.
Well, I'm going to take a wild guess. Maybe that's what Derek James was doing under the ring. Maybe he was taking out that reinforced ladder to make sure that Stackhouse couldn't climb to the top.
Perhaps he weakened a couple rungs. Yes. Genius plan, Darren. I hope he had it.
Oh!
What? How dare you hit him there, Sam Stackhouse?
To be absolutely fair, Red did it back to him, right? No love lost for anyone who were to go low on me either.
It's been absolute chaos here all night at Sooner World Class Wrestling, but one thing is for certain, we are crowning a new RDW heavyweight champion here tonight in honor of one Kareem Sadat. Sam Stackhouse, God, through the ladder.
That wasn't one of the reinforced
That ladder never
ladders.
stood a chance.
That was definitely not one of the reinforced ladders.
That ladder never stood a chance, and Sam Stackhouse does not look like he stands much of one either right now.
He looks like he's seeing the lights right now. He's probably counting the stars.
Well, Derek James and Red James, these two men looking to walk away with the RDW Heavyweight Championship tonight. Red James, a former champion in Red Dirt Wrestling, former RDW Brass Knuckles champion multiple times over.
He's currently the 918 champion. He has more gold than Derek James. What are you doing under the ladder, Derek? That brings you bad luck.
And of all days, Friday the 13th to do such a thing.
That's double bad luck.
That doesn't bode well for old Derek
Maybe
James.
it cancels each other out. We're not sure.
Perhaps.
We'll find out.
Red James. Good
DDT
God.
from Red James.
Yeah, Impact DDT. You felt the brunt of that one in the past, Frankie.
Absolutely.
Red hit's pretty dang stiff.
Now the question remains, Frankie Lee, you're in a situation like this. What are you doing next to strategize? Everyone's down and out. And there's a load of chaos inside the ring right now.
My hope is that I'm not one of the men, and if that were the case, I would most definitely just take advantage of the situation. Maybe they're in the ring, I sweep them out the ring.
But
Leave the space all to myself so that I have more time to climb the ladder.
Red James is playing 4D chests. He knows that if he goes up that ladder, he's going to be going slower after taking that hit from Sam Stackhouse to the family jewels.
In a match like this, it truly embodies the spirit of Sooner World Class Wrestling. And oh my.
He got Derek James's attention.
James is only fingertips away. He's going to have to unhook those straps. It's a hard thing to do. I tried to do it myself earlier. Knee strikes on knee strikes between these two men. Red James.
Well, let me tell you this. His boots aren't made for walking. They're made for kicking butt. And look here, the fans in Oklahoma City understand how great Red James is.
And folks, this is basically boiled down to a three-way competition at this point. MLP has been taken to the back to be checked on by medical professionals.
I absolutely forgot that Mass Loser was there. Instead, I was simply reminiscing about the day that I escaped the horrible Lenny, who also took out said MLP.
Well, who knows if it was truly medical professionals or if it was Lanny.
Red James.
Why? Climb that ladder, Derek.
Derek.
Return to your former glory.
Derek does not want to leave any chance of walking away without the RDW Heavyweight Championship. Oh, sent right into the wooden ladder.
He got a little too cocky there, Walker.
In fact, because of that cocky move, I'm not so sure that ladder's good enough to support the man we now see holding it, standing below the championship.
It's definitely, I think Stackhouse is starting to realize as well, a man of substance, if you will, a substantial Sam Stackhouse looking to climb the ladder here tonight. Oh, and it's not given yet, boys.
Looking a little sketchy.
But he's got a lot less speed.
Oh!
Right to the behind.
Rolling elbow blocked, Sam Stackhouse, a man you definitely don't want to go to blows with.
Ow! That hurt my ears.
Yeah, tearing the pectoral muscles off the frame of Derek James.
And he just tore off Red's, too.
The aim of the game here tonight is to incapacitate your opponent. And a move like that's not going to incapacitate him, but it's definitely going to get you steps closer to the goal.
Well, I was about ready to correct you, Walker. I was going to say the name of the game is to climb the ladder, and none of these competitors are doing it. All they're doing is leaving carnage right now.
Seems like the three men weren't filled in on what game they are supposed to be playing.
Oh, well. Stackhouse, sent right into that chair, sending Derek James into that chair. And it's almost a miracle that Sam Stackhouse is still mobile at this very moment, given what we witnessed earlier on. That ladder, I mean, the way that he exploded through it with such force.
It's a miracle that he's even walking after what Red James put him through.
This is all in the spirit, for one, Kareem Sadat, a man who we truly miss, who embodied the hardcore spirit, unlike anyone else in the state of Oklahoma.
Well, this is about ready to be hardcore for Derek James. Let me put it to you that way, Walker.
Stackhouse, wait a minute! DDT through the steel chairs. It is absolute.
A very dangerous DDT, Walker.
Pandemonium inside that ring right now.
I would say that he almost did more damage to himself than he did to Stackhouse.
Absolutely incredible. I love what we're seeing here tonight. All in the spirit of Sooner World Class.
But apparently the adrenaline rush is happening to Derek James right now.
These two men are coming to blows, but only one of them is going to walk away the better man with the RDW Heavyweight Championship.
Finally, Derek is using his head.
Oh.
And
Literally
apparently
using,
Red is too.
Yeah, literally using head.
Uh-oh, he's looking to take him out.
That steel chair, it's definitely going to need some work after this match, gentlemen.
Hopefully, the Sooner World Class Wrestling people have gotten a good maintenance
Wait a
plan.
minute, rolling elbow. Steel chair colliding with the jaw of Red James. And wait, Mike Andrews is
quickly
taking a phone call.
This is an important call. Derek James can handle this on his own.
Climb the ladder. Mike's got this phone
Mike
call.
Andrews has left the building.
Where's he going?
He's run out the arena and now.
He's got an important call. He's probably jumping on a plane right now.
What Derek James has been left alone. His managerial colleague has left him here tonight. Wait a minute. The brass knuckles. It's all illegal.
How apt of the former brass knuckles champion to bust out brass knuckles.
That's genius, man.
That's a crafty man. I'll give him props.
Very crafty.
Oh my God.
And the flying fist straight to Sam Stackhouse.
That wooden ladder's
That's
just
a
about
rare
done for.
thing.
That's an antique. Folks, the playing field has been leveled, and it's all but said and done. Red James.
Red James does what it takes to win these titles. Like I've said online, Walker, don't tread on Red.
And there it is, folks.
Yeah! He has done it! He has done it! The greatest professional wrestler of all of the Midwest has gotten even bigger gold.
And after all the trouble that his head's been put through, he can hold it high as the new RDW champion.
His head was already held high, Frankie. You know this. You're fabulous.
He got a bit of a boost standing atop of the ladder now.
Absolutely, just because you're here.
Perhaps I was the good luck he needed on this Friday the 13th.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, I think that I can go on record to say right now that might be the best ladder match I've ever seen in the state of Oklahoma. How apropos on the night of Sooner World Class Wrestling. Red
Absolutely.
James walks away, your new
Red James,
Wrestling.
Don't tread on Red. He is the champ. Take that, Yellow Simmons.
folks, we're live here tonight. Sooner World Class Wrestling by way of Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. I have by my side the most important man in the room here tonight, the man who made the magic happen. The official Brent Wall, you're in the building. I love to see it.
Hi there, hello my UWO family. We are here for Sooner World Class, and I love this company. It is the oldest running company in Oklahoma, and I'm looking forward to this match. And I'm looking forward to Morrison to beat Ricky one more time, and that calls it. After this, Ricky is done.
We're gonna have to wait and see the UWO Pro Cup, the finals of 2023. It's happening here tonight live in OKC.
Here we go. I am excited, Walker.
I know, I can feel the energy. The tension is palpable here between both of these men. I mean, you were there back in Midwest City, Oklahoma when this happened. You were in the midst of the situation, if you will. Morrison and Ricky Wingrave, a bloody mess between the two of them. A very frustrated Ricky Wingrave going into this contest tonight.
Well, Walker, I'll tell you, going back before that Midwest City meeting, they had one more, and it was the old All-Star Pro venue 23. Ricky met Morrison back then, and Morrison took the Buzzsaw Championship away from him. That was the first title Ricky had ever won. I was the one that raised his hand. And I was the one that raised Morrison's hand when he beat him for it. Oh, Walker, I know who this is.
Wait a minute. I heard rumor that he might be in the building here tonight, Brent.
Oh, Walker, here he is.
An absolute legend in the state of Oklahoma and the 2022 winner of the UWO Pro Cup. Striker is in the building.
I was the official for that match. I raised his hand. That was an amazing match, and he has had an amazing career. I am glad he is here.
I imagine that Striker is here tonight to present the winner of this prestigious tournament, the most prestigious tournament in the state of Oklahoma, I'd argue in the entire Mid-South professional wrestling region.
Oh, I love this tournament, Walker. I absolutely love it.
Striker is here tonight. I cannot wait to see what's in store here. Christopher Morrison and Ricky Wingrave both seem as though this is an unexpected moment between these two.
It truly is. I didn't think I'd see these two together again in the ring after 2 losses to Morrison. I don't think Ricky can pull out a win. That crowd will give you chills, Walker.
As a reigning winner from last year, I wish you best. You want this? You want this? Let's do it. Introducing first, he is from Slaughterville, Oklahoma. He is the Oklahoma Strangler, Morrison. And my opponent, having his final match for UWO, a failure as a father, a disappointment as a husband, and a loser as a wrestler, Ricky Wingrave.
Wow, what a... This is... Brent, how can you stand for this? This is a very strong words here from Christopher Morrison tonight.
You know, I thought these were only rumors in the locker room, but it looks like he's making this personal.
Folks, the Ace of Blades takes on the Oklahoma Strangler here tonight, and it is for the 2023 UWO Pro Cup. Brixton barricade in a position that you are very familiar with, Brent Wall, the referee for this prestigious moment.
I am. I have been in this Oklahoma scene for the past 8 years wearing those stripes. I was gifted with the position that I am in, and I'm just ready to watch this just beat the slobber knocker that it is. Good old JR taught me that word.
I gotta tell you, you look into the eyes of Ricky Wingrave, and in the past we've seen determination, we've seen frustration, but never to this intensity, never to this level, Brent. I'm sure you have to agree.
You know, as much as I hate to, I have seen a lot of difference coming out of Ricky since he's lost this company. He has been fighting his way to just stay here. Like, he's overcoming all of these obstacles that I have, and right now, this is my last one. After this, he is done. I know Morrison can walk away with this trophy.
The reality is, Brent, I mean, all due respect, Ricky Wingrave, he was at the absolute top that this company has to offer in an ownership position, and now, he finds himself at the bottom rung, so to speak. Hold on, cover here. One. Ooh,
just the one. He's got to do more than that. No, he's staying on him quick.
I knew it wasn't going to take long for this one to come to blows, and we're seeing it right now.
You know, that's the difference you've seen in Ricky. He's a lot faster. He's a lot quicker than he used to be. He's got more determination just to win that spot back.
I got to be honest with you, bro. I mean, you put Ricky Wingrave through the proverbial ringer, so to speak. You've made him wear the stripes just to keep a paycheck here in professional wrestling. You've allowed him to compete under very strenuous circumstances. I mean, let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. Ricky Wingrave's job is on the line here tonight.
You're right. You are right. And as much as I've done, you know, he did it 10 times over with me. This is something that I've had a passion for years. And he was the one when I walked up to tell him I was sorry for his loss in the night. He just told me to hit the bricks. He didn't want to give me my envelope of payment. He said to get out of the building. I don't know what to do with this.
A tough position for everyone to be in here tonight. Has Ricky Wingrave written his own ending to the story? Or will there be a different ending to the story here tonight? We're going to find out as the Ace of Blades full control right now on Christopher Morrison. What a DDT. Hold on here. Cover.
Still just getting ones.
Barely a one count, if that.
This crowd is all eyes in this match. They are loving it.
Yeah, the Fire Code attendance capacity crowd here tonight. For Sooner World-Class Wrestling live from New Beginnings Church and Gymnasium in Oklahoma City. Mr. Morrison, a former UWO heavyweight champion. Ricky Wingrave looks to hold a championship here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. He's held a few championships across the state of Oklahoma, but let's be honest here, Christopher Morrison, much more the winning champion, so to speak, winning competitor in professional wrestling.
You know, when I put pen to paper and I look at Ricky's background, you know, I can see, you know, the Buzzsaw Championship, which he lost to Morrison, and then I can see a run of tag team titles. But other than that, when it comes to singles, he always seems to fall short.
Ricky Wingrave, some might say that is the entirety of the situation, continuing to fall short. Just as he believes he is at the grasp, the cusp of greatness, the tides always turn against his favor. Oh, Christopher Morrison, hand directly into that squared off pole. Oh, good God. Oh, my God. Brent,
come on.
This is,
referee, get him back in the ring.
we are seeing the destruction of Ricky Wingrave at our eyes. And at a certain point, I understand that Wingrave has put many people through the ringer. He's been a man who's abused his power in the past, but people can be redeemed, Brent.
You know, I agree with you. People can be redeemed, but a lot of people don't know who Ricky is behind that curtain. It's like he is giving me a hard time every single day. He's always asking when's his next match, when's his next opportunity, and I'm tired of listening to it.
The UWO Pro Cup remains on the line, but the stakes are much higher than the most prestigious tournament in the state of Oklahoma. It's down to job security at this point for Wingrave, and the Oklahoma Stranglers going into this matchup knowing that.
After that stomp, Ricky could clearly have a concussion. I think Brixton needs to check on him, maybe call this.
We've seen a lot of destructive efforts here tonight by Christopher Morrison. These are moments, these are opportunities that have brought him championship gold and glory in the past here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
You know, and it seems that Ricky could clearly not keep his breath. He can't breathe right now. The ref needs to probably call this.
This is starting to get uncomfortable here for this is oh, and it looks like we might still have a little bit of fire left in the Ace of Blades. Oh,
shot down.
Nearly incapacitated. Seemed to be decapitated if the Oklahoma Strangler has anything to say about it.
Referee, check on him.
This is brutal. Sent to the outside. Ricky Wingrave. Absolutely no energy left to maintain a vertical position, and Morrison seems more than willing to walk away with a count-out victory here tonight.
Morrison has told me that he is going to do everything in his power to make sure this is Ricky's last match and he walks away with this trophy.
Not to make any accusations here, Brent, but Morrison feels almost more as a hired gun on your behalf than a true competitor looking to walk away with the Crow Cup tonight.
Now, see, Walker, that is ridiculous.
I mean, these are the murmurs, these are the rumors that I'm hearing.
Chris Morrison and Christopher Crow were very good friends for many years. He deserved to be in this tournament, and he deserves the spot that he has right now.
Definitely sense a backing for Christopher Morrison here tonight, but this referee, barely any control in this matchup left right now, Brent.
He keeps counting. If he counts it out, I don't know what to do. It looks like our very own striker's going to keep this trophy if he counts it out.
Wingrave, oh, look at this, a little bit of fire back in the Ace of Blades.
I don't know, I think Morrison may regret telling the referee to stop counting there.
Yeah, this is not, you don't want to turn your back on a man like Chris Morrison, and Wingrave is starting to understand why.
Oh, Ricky is paying for that chop. That is a lumberjack Morrison chopping his way through Ricky Wingrave.
I've heard many describe Christopher Morrison as a wrestling extremist. It doesn't take wrestling in a hardcore style to be an extreme and dangerous competitor. Just ask Ricky Wingrave.
I've seen both of these guys for so many years, and I was there when Ricky started training. I've seen him from the beginning. Morrison was already a name in the state when I came along, and he has just grown so much since that very first day in Mid-South when I first met him.
Oh
my gosh.
Wait a minute. All he needed was a little bit of separation, and that's exactly what he's gotten right here. But is Wingrave going to be able to capitalize off of the momentum he's built?
It does not look like it. He is struggling to get up and make any type of move towards a cover.
Referee at a count of 4. Wingrave.
Not even a 1.
I mean, look at where we are in this contest. We're well over 5, well over 10 minutes into this match. And Morrison can't even be kept down for a 1 count.
And it looks like Ricky can't even get up off his knees. I'm not too sure about this crowd, Walker.
All Ricky Wingrave wants to do is represent your company, a company with UWO champion and Tino Valentino, a man who he himself supports Ricky Wingrave.
You know, I will give it up to Ricky with that one. Choosing Tino to be our champion or to compete was a wonderful idea, and I love it. Me and Tino are fantabulous friends. But it looks like still again, that was a matchup that Ricky knew he could not compete at that level.
Oh, and the ace of plays is just giving out his legs. I mean, the heart's still beating here, Brent, but the legs, if the body cannot continue, this match ends.
Morrison has had him here before. I've seen this time and time again. There it is. He is a master of all kinds of technical skills, submissions all around. He will wear you down. That is the Strangler Morrison.
A lot of discomfort in this matchup. But Ricky Wingrave, oh, good God. Say good night to Christopher Morrison.
He can't do it. Ricky can't do it.
The heart continues to beat, but the body gives out. What more is there to do?
Pin.
The hook, the leg, and just a 2 count. This match
first
goes on.
2 count Ricky has ever been able to get on Morrison there.
An emotional night for everyone involved. Emotional for Ricky Wingrave.
There it is.
Christopher Morrison, look at this Dragon Sleeper being applied.
Come on, Brixton, check for a choke. Oh, no, he got out of it. He got the rope. Break it up.
Morrison, a masterful technician in his own right, knows how to escape a maneuver like that. The Oklahoma Strangler, he's got it locked in. Wingrave still standing, but for how long? How much longer can Wingrave go?
Those legs are too weak. He can't keep his breath in the ring. It looks like this is over.
It's all about keeping an oxygen supply. It's all about the stamina.
We are about to have our new...
Wingrave still in this. Ricky is pulling out all the stops. It's all on the line here.
Morrison is not letting go. This is why he is the Strangler.
A man not just fighting for his career.
He's got it back again.
But for the family he feeds, doing this day in and day out every single night. Wingrave going for it.
Oh my, giant lariat.
The great sword slashing through the chest of Christopher Morrison.
He can't keep his breath. I've said it, Walker. He can't get that pin.
Cover. Is it enough? 1, 2.
What was, oh my gosh. He did it. He did it. Walker, I gotta go. I gotta go. What just happened?
After every single hurdle that Brent Wall has thrown into the mix, this is not at all how anyone could have expected this night to end. An absolutely special occasion. Ricky Wingrave fought with heart and soul to continue to put bread on the table, food in the mouths of his children and his wife. A man that fights with honor and dignity is a man that I can support, and there's his child right there. What a night, what a moment here for Ricky Wingrave. An absolutely enigmatic embrace. Overcome with emotion. The highlight of Ricky Wingrave's entire professional wrestling career. I could not be prouder to see this man maintain status on the Unified Wrestling Oklahoma roster. folks. What a match. We'll be right back with more Sooner World Class Wrestling action right now. Well, fans, we're back with more Sooner World Class Wrestling action. My name is Walker Stewart.
And I am Darren Matthews.
And tonight, we are getting set for four-way action, and it is all for the AIWF Cruiserweight Championship. The Allied Independent Wrestling Federations have brought us the Cruiserweight World Championship after being vacated by the former champion Gino Rivera.
Absolutely, Walker. And this is going to be a barn burner.
A vacated Cruiserweight World Championship. And that title is being decided only the best place it could be decided, here in Sooner World Class Wrestling, courtesy of Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
Absolutely, and it's interesting because it's going to be talent from all over the Midwest competing for this title.
If I do not stand corrected, men that you were incredibly familiar with.
Absolutely.
You're a former Kansas yourself.
Definitely.
I knew there was a reason we were kind of always at odds. I think I'm starting to understand it. Now, folks, Gunmetal Gray makes his way down to ringside. He's held many a championship across the state of Kansas. Even here in Oklahoma, a multitude of tag team championships. However, tonight it is not about tag team gold. It is not about former tag team partners, even the ones that you may be sharing the ring with here tonight. It is all about singles golden glory. Gunmetal Gray is looking to make a statement here. And he's going to be doing it at the hands of Christian Temple and two other men.
Absolutely. And let's be real, this is his first time back in over a year here in Oklahoma. Will there be bad blood between both partners?
There's potential for anything here tonight. Tommy, a name so fine, you gotta say it twice. Tommy Two Good's in the building here tonight. And Darren Matthews, I know you are very familiar with Tommy Two Good.
Yeah, he's too good. I don't buy that act one bit, Walker. There's gotta be a mean streak in that kid.
Well, the real question is, if he's too good, how good is he? We're gonna find out. Is he good enough to walk away AIWF Cruiserweight World Champion?
Well, it's interesting because these three men have battled in Heartland Championship Wrestling. And it's going to be an intense matchup. But our next competitor, I do not have any love for.
Now, this is a very interesting situation here tonight. Darren Matthews, the new reigning UWO World Champion, is in the building. But here's the deal. He's not coming in tonight defending this UWO Championship. Rather, he is looking to walk away Tino Two Belts.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to walk away with a second belt, Walker.
Tino Valentino, ever the charisma magnet. One of the most charismatic men that you will find in the state of Oklahoma. There's a reason the ladies cannot keep their eyes off him. When La Máquina de l'Amor hits the building, you know that you're going to be in for a good one.
See, I go around some circles known as real love, but let me tell you something. Being somebody who knows love, who understands love, this man just is a narcissist. I do not like him one bit, especially after he got that Ricky Wingrave his job back last show.
Love Machine, of course, a machine generating love here tonight. La Máquina del Amor in the building. Bell sounded. This match is underway. Four-way action here, semi-main event of the evening. Tommy Too Good, a Kansas native. In fact, we're seeing 3 out of 4 Kansas natives here.
It's interesting to see Tommy Too Good show a mean streak, as he may be Tommy Too Bad now, Walker.
Maybe he's Tommy Too Not So Good. He's not so bad either.
I don't know. I like what I'm seeing out of this kid for a change.
Metal Gray, Gino Valentino, Christian Temple, Tommy Too Good. All these men have competed against each other, alongside each other in one form or format. In fact, they're so in tune with one another that
they grappled all at the same time.
I just watched their 4-way collar and elbow tie-up.
Never seen that one before in all my years as a professional wrestling fan, Walker. Last time I was around here, Christian Temple seemed like he had quite a mean streak, but it's kind of interesting. There we go. There's that mean streak of Christian Temple.
Oh, double atomic drops. And drop kicks nearly in stereo. If you're looking at the 2 fan favorites here tonight in this AIWF Cruiserweight World Title match, it's got to be between these 2, right?
I don't think it's between those 2. One of the 2 people on the outside are my favorites, personally, Walker. But who knows what's going to happen in this one.
I definitely never consider you to be one to align with the fans here.
Of course I'm never going to go with them. They disgust me. Quit swiveling those hips. Come on. I've seen better hip swivels come from a Tickle Me Elmo dog. Come on.
Tickle Me Elmo dog?
I don't know. It's just, he disgusts me with all his flashy hip wiggles. This is a church building. You shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff here, Walker.
Say what you want about those swinging hips of Tino Valentino's, but those hips have led Tino Valentino to championship gold. In fact, the highest prize that you'll find here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma, the UWO World Championship.
Well, this is Sooner world-class wrestling tonight, and while they're all under the same branch, I gotta say one thing. It's all thanks to that yucky Ricky Wingrave doing the right thing.
Tino Valentino standing moonsault the cover here. Not enough.
And Tommy Too Good is flexing his pecs. He's getting that rest, making sure he's in tip-top shape to walk out of here with the AIW Cruiserweight Championship.
Gunmetal Gray fastening himself to Tino Valentino here tonight. The cover, 1.
Shining Wizard right to Tino's face. I hope he comes out ugly because of that.
It's just a 2 count. As you know, Darren Matthews, a 2.9 in professional wrestling does not round up to 3. That's what Matthews.
Almost only counts in hand grenades or horseshoes and hand grenades, is what I was going to say. There's so much action going on, my mind can't even comprehend on what to say at the moment, Walker.
Could you imagine what Gunmetal Gray could do with horseshoes or hand grenades in this match? That would be a lot.
I've seen him do more with less, man. I've seen him take on thumbtacks. I've seen him take on light tubes. This man can do anything.
He's not just a massive legend. He's a very strong competitor inside the squared circle. Massive legend moniker is all too real when it comes to Gunmetal Gray, for better and for worse.
But here's the deal, Walker. You see, Gunmetal Gray is highly emotional right now after coming back. He has a really soft spot for his buddy, his tag team partner, and sometimes arch rival Christian Temple. The question is, Walker, can he put that aside for one night to get the job done?
I've been told in the locker room area My journalistic integrity, Christian Temple and Gunmetal Gray are no longer associated with one another as tag team partners or duo.
Well, that's a smart move on Christian Temple's part. Let me tell you, he's found a lot of success here in the UWO and all the different Oklahoma wrestling promotions without Gunmetal Gray holding him back.
Tommy Too Good looking to cover here.
And there's that mean streak coming out of Tommy Too Bad there, even though he's too good.
Well, we've seen Tommy Too Good in the past in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma in very brief encounters, mixed tag team action up in Indian, Oklahoma just 2 months ago. This is his first time ever competing for championship gold in the banner of UWO or Senior World Class for that matter.
Absolutely. He's not a stranger to competing for gold. He's competed at XWE for tag team championships alongside his partner in ACFC. But this is his first chance at singles gold, and it's getting to his head, Walker. I kind of like the streak that's coming out of this young man. Quickly disposing of Christian Temple. He is definitely showing that he's too good for these Oklahoma fans.
Tommy Too Good up and down. He can do a little bit of a whiplash effect, so to speak, here
That
for Tino.
swinging backbreaker, oh my goodness, is devastating. And let's just say it's too good for anybody else in this wrestling ring.
Continuous devastation all across here for UWO fans to witness the AIWF Cruiserweight Championship.
And a too good leg sweep from Tommy Too Good.
On the line here of the world variety. You have to understand, Darren, what it means to be a world champion of any division. The Cruiserweight World Champion travels around not just all across the U.S., but to every single country to defend it.
Absolutely. You have to be too good to be able to hold that belt. You have to have the ego and the charisma. And look at Tommy Too Good showing it off.
Out there, says referee Martin Justice. This is a hard match to keep control of.
It is. I can't even sometimes keep track of who's fighting and what. They have been flashing around, showing their best cruiserweight action here tonight.
Matches like this you only find here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma's Super World Class Wrestling event.
Absolutely.
Metal Gray, full control here on Tommy Too Good.
He's got a lot of fire behind that and a Falcon Arrow.
Cover here.
Kick out.
Gray, not enough.
It wasn't too good. It wasn't a too good arrow, man. That's the difference there. And Christian Temple demonstrating that mean streak of his, driving the elbow straight into the heart of the Love Machine.
Now, let's talk about what it means here for Tino Valentino in this matchup. If Tino Valentino manages to be pinned or submitted in this contest, whoever walks away with the World Cruiserweight Championship would definitely have a claim to make for the UWO Championship.
Absolutely, Walker. That puts a bigger target on your UWO champion's back.
As if Tino Valentino needs any bigger target with Brent Wall lurking around.
Oh, absolutely. And rightfully so. He absolutely deserves to be targeted by Brent Wall after what he did to get Ricky Wingrave his job back. Oh, he's such a nice guy.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree there. Metal Gray in absolute pain. That knee strike did not connect, went right into the turnbuckle post. Meanwhile, Christian Temple and Tommy Too Good, man. These two men have gone to war in the past with one another, and we're seeing the remnants of war here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I've noticed that they have yet to connect with one another. One of them has to do it and put the other down to win this championship. Look at Tino trying to get too flashy with the Sooner World Class Wrestling crowd.
This matchup is spilled all across the arena here tonight. Gunmetal Gray still in the ring. Tommy Too Good, Tino Valentino on the outside. Not to mention the remnants of Christian Temple halfway across the arena here at New Beginnings Gym.
He'll be fine. He's been through worse. But oh look, see, he's once again taking his eyes off the prize. As a world champion, you cannot do that, Tino.
Gunmetal Gray back inside the ring, blows to blows here. Tommy Too Good off the ropes. And with the lariat Southern style from Gunmetal Gray. I love the energy we're seeing out of Gray tonight, but
it's a different kind of energy that I've seen coming out of Gunmetal Gray.
No shaking, rattling, or rolling with Gray around here. Tino.
Already predicting. See, Tino understands as a world champion, each one of those intense strikes weakens the chest even more, making them highly susceptible to pinfall.
Oh, this is... Wait a minute, what is Christian Temple doing?
He's doing what it takes. He's doing what it takes. It's not going to be won by some little hit fest right there. It's going to take high risk to do it in this type of a matchup.
I mean, all the momentum has to be in the favor right now of Christian Temple, an incredible standing moonsault. What an athlete Christian Temple is. I don't think we use that word enough here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. These are pure athletes that we are looking at. We may not use it because it seems obvious, folks.
Right, absolutely.
But the way that these men are putting their hearts, souls, and bodies on the line all for this great sport.
And here it comes, Walker.
We've been waiting for it all night.
There's some fire between those shots.
These two men know each other like the backs of their own hands, and they know what it's going to take to put the other one down. They know their strengths, they know their weaknesses.
They're best friends, arch rivals. They know each other, like you said, like the back of their hands. They can detect what move the other one could throw. There's much more intensity than any of the other competitors in this one. It will get nasty. See, look at that.
Yeah, chopped Tino Valentino's throat. Gunmetal Gray.
Like I told you earlier, Walker, nice guys finished last.
Oh.
And Christian Temple just put down Tino just to show that.
Christian Temple up and down, elevated flatliner there for Valentino.
And see, once again, your UWO champion cannot focus on the gold.
Wait a minute, watch out for Tommy Too Good. Got him in the Argentine positioning. Swing out neck breaker.
That was too good of a swinging neck breaker for his.
Now what say you this, Darren? Too Good's taking a little bit too much time.
Everybody else is down. But again, you're right, Walker. There's where you and I agree.
Wait a minute, Death Valley Driver. We're making rain here tonight.
And he's ripped off his shirt.
Gray, he's so excited, he's almost slipping off the ropes. High angle, senton bomb, the cover. Gunmetal Gray is your new champion.
And it is over.
The new reigning and defending AIWF World Cruiserweight Champion. What an achievement here tonight for Gunmetal Gray.
That is an achievement. Like him or hate him, even though these disgusting Oklahoma fans are crying out his name and cheering for him, you can't help but feel the excitement and intensity that comes from Gunmetal Gray, especially after everything that he's been through.
And a show of embrace and support between these two men.
And it's funny, his partner, his former partner, I should say, left him behind, his best friend. But the UWO champion shows complete and utter grace. Disgusting.
All right, Darren, it's time. We've been waiting for it all night. Hey, there's our former broadcast partner,
That
Frankie
is the
Lee.
favorite to win. Say it with me. Fabulous.
I don't
Fabulous.
think that's not in my vernacular, but Frankie Lee has made his way down to ringside. A lot going on here. A lot of people piling out to ringside. That was advertised as being a 20-man battle royal, but the fact is, Darren, this was not only invitation only, but we have no idea where these invitations were sent out to.
You have to talk to Brent Wall on that one.
Oh gosh, Giganto is here at ringside, speaking into the mask. The sacrifice cult is in the building tonight in Oklahoma City.
I'm sure he's going to sacrifice a few more people tonight. He might be another one of my favorites. Big man, ruthless streak. He knows what it takes to win in professional wrestling.
A Sooner world-class wrestling legend. A multitude of Sooner world-class wrestling legends. It's so hard to even be able to describe what we're witnessing here tonight. We've crowned a new AIWF World Cruiserweight Champion. We have crowned the UWO Crow Cup winner for the year of 2023. But now, the most prestigious prize in the sport of professional wrestling, today's Oklahoma independent wrestling scene. Sooner world-class wrestling world heavyweight championship action.
Absolutely, and this is going to be one intense battle royal, Walker.
Now, folks, I know that there is a multitude of competitors inside the ring at this very moment. We'll do our absolute best to let you know who is who and when is when. The bell sounded. This match is underway. Sooner world-class wrestling action. The heavyweight championship's on the line. You know, we have not had a Sooner world-class world heavyweight champion in a multitude of years. So think about what this means for the careers of any of these superstars. Either the legends that are in the Battle Royal or these younger stars looking to make a name for themselves, like your favorite, the fabulous Frankie Lee.
Absolutely. It is going to be a prestigious thing. A lot of times people take battle royals for granted, but this is for the ultimate prize, Walker. And every single one of these talents absolutely understands what is at stake tonight.
Rockin' Ronnie Morton, I see him in there, a former RDW Ironman and Brass Knuckles champion. Ronnie Morton paying tribute to the beloved Christopher Crow here with the face paint inspiration.
And Sika's over in the corner tearing apart the Spotlight's leg, but then he's getting into his rivalry from earlier tonight with Coyote.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot here. Coyote, Logan Knight, Ronnie Morton, Adrian Vega, and Giganto. Hard to follow the action.
We have Gemini over there just tightrope we're walking around the ropes. He's in prime position to get eliminated quick.
Now keep in mind, folks, over the top rope elimination rules. The winner of this matchup will be the last man standing. Who can play King of the Mountain the longest?
Absolutely.
And overcome all of the odds, because you have to know in a matchup like this, with at least 20 competitors in the ring right now, the odds are always going to be against your favor.
Yes, absolutely against every single one of these competitors. It's a 1 in 20 chance. You got only a 5% chance, Walker, to walk out of here.
It's a little bit of Dr. Steiner math for you there, Darren. But
probably.
Drake Gallows and Logan Knight battling it out here close to our section of the ring. Meanwhile, you see legends in the ring like the beloved Rick Russo. He was around when I got started here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
Interesting. I will tell you one thing, Walker. What interests me is this Lanny character. He's had some supernatural effects on our ladder match earlier, and it's interesting to see Rockin' Ronnie taking a risk by getting in the action with him.
Yeah, I mean, it led to the disappearance of MLP. I haven't seen MLP since.
Absolutely. Who knows who Lanny will make disappear in this match.
Rockin' Ronnie Morton and Frankie Lee battling it out. Look out for Tank Bryson, sent over the top rope by Drake Gallows.
He could get out of there, but look at the finesse of the fabulous one. He is going to eliminate Rockin' Ronnie.
And then Tyler Watts has been eliminated.
He is the first person out of here.
Yep, Tyler Watts eliminated from the matchup.
Goodbye, Tyler Watts. We hardly knew ye.
The Widowmaker out of this matchup, and now see Duncan Kincaid and Father Padge, two men with Sooner world-class wrestling histories. the BMF, Rick Russo, taking down as many competitors as he can. Think about this, Darren Matthews. The size differential between many of these men. You see one of the larger competitors in this matchup, Giganto. How are you going to be able to throw a man like that over the top rope?
Well, I wouldn't mess with that guy, Walker. When I tried to approach him earlier, he gave me this really weird stare, and he kept talking to his mask. This man is one sick and destructive individual. And let's face it, he has the biggest advantage. He has the size advantage.
Wait a minute, but Giganto, the teams...
It took about 5 different people to take him out, and I don't want to be in his warpath right now.
Yeah, the teams have paid dividends, and tonight, Giganto eliminated the Cult of Sacrifice. Is not walking away with the Sooner World Class Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'll sacrifice somebody in the back parking lot once he's done.
Father Patch to Rick Russo, trying to take down and isolate Bud Barnes. What a sick, twisted freak Giganto is. I'm happy he's out of this matchup early on, I gotta be honest.
I'm not happy. I'm going to probably jump into my car right after this match because I don't want to be caught with him in the parking lot.
The Spotlight Logan Knight looking to eliminate Drake Gallows.
And Drake hugs those ropes.
Yeah, the Urban Legend looking to do everything he can to stay involved in this contest. It's going to be a hard thing to do. Hard-fought battle here between Logan Knight and the Urban Legend.
Oh, absolutely. Both of these men understand what is at stake here tonight.
Folks, if you are watching via tape delay, if you're not live here and in person to experience just how chaotic this night has been, I mean, this is a perfect way to cap off the evening.
Absolutely. And if you want to be here live, follow the Unified Wrestling Oklahoma website. Oh, and look at the finesse of fabulous Frankie Lee.
I got to be honest with you, I don't think that I'd be gloating right now if I was Frankie Lee.
He was quick to capture himself and get right back in that ring. Of course, Gemini, unfortunately for him, he took his eyes off the prize. He kept his eyes focused on Frankie Lee.
Yeah, just a little bit too long.
Unfortunately for him, E-Bone eliminated him.
Now think about the, oh, look at this, E-Bone is out.
It's like some supernatural magic happened there.
Yeah, Ebony, no ivory here tonight. Oh, my. Gemini chasing to the back. This is, we're going to have to update you on the UWO social media on that one.
Yeah. Let's just say that Lenny made another person disappear.
Now, folks, let's talk the logistics of a matchup like this. A matchup of this style is going to benefit the brawling type of professional athlete. You're not going to see a lot of technicalities in a battle royale matchup like this until you get down more toward the final 5, the final 4.
Oh, yeah, and you can see that coming out of Frankie Lee a second ago. He was just wailing on Sika like there was no tomorrow. And see, you can even see in this battle royal, best friends can turn enemies and enemies can turn best friends. As you can see with Lenny and Rockin' Ronnie, those two were against each other at the beginning of the match.
Oh, Donkey Kincaid eliminated from this matchup.
See you later, Mr. Kincaid.
This matchup been so chaotic all throughout the evening. I mean, it's a matchup that I could easily see taking place in the underground arena in Oklahoma City, right? You know, or even at the farmers market in Oklahoma City. Sooner World Class Wrestling, the places that Sooner World Class Wrestling used to take place. I mean, folks, this is absolutely fitting to cap off our night in honor and in memory of those we've lost. And also, oh my God, Coyote sent flying over the top rope.
And Frankie's barely holding on with Sika. Lenny's getting his dominant streak going.
A lot of dominance in this matchup. Coyote absolutely disappointed that he did not walk away the new SWCW heavyweight champion.
I'd be disappointed too, Walker. And there goes Tank. See you later, Tank. Wouldn't want to be ya.
I don't know how much Tank Bryson's going to be seeing after this. Frankie Lee. No feet have touched the ground, and I spoke a little too soon. There you go, Darren.
Well, there goes Lenny, but you know what? Lenny will pay for that. He is not fabulous. That's why he wears that ugly-looking mask of his.
Wait a minute, Bud Barnes, watch out for this man.
Could Bud Barnes eliminate him? Yep. The baddest man in Oklahoma has gotten the job done.
Well, we're nearing it down. We might be a little over halfway through our selection here tonight, so to speak. Father Padge eliminated in this matchup now.
It looks like Tank Bryson was trying to take him out with him.
Look at who we have in this matchup now.
I think that's Ray Russo, if I'm not mistaken.
Rick Russo in
Russo.
the BMF shirt.
My apologies, Mr. Russo, for getting your first name wrong.
And there's a beatdown that's taking place outside of the ring here. Father Padge and Tank Bryson, as you said, wow.
Jinx, you owe me a soda after this, Walker, for saying father at the same time. But what I was going to say is Father Padge was apologizing to God after taking out Tank Bryson in a very grueling fashion.
Oh, all right. So let's look at the lay of the land here, if you will, Darren. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 people left inside the ring, so well over halfway through the competition.
It's about to get really intense here. They're all ganging up on the baddest man, Mr. Barnes.
Yeah, Bud Barnes.
And he's out.
Yeah, that's it for Bud Barnes. Hopes and dreams of being Sooner World Class Champion.
That is heartbreaking to see such a man that is battle-tested come up empty-handed, Walker.
You know, if you're really looking at the lay of the land here, all of these men are individuals who have been highly and heavily influenced by the man who this entire night is truly in honor of, that being Mr. Kareem Sadat.
Absolutely.
And Kareem Sadat, he played a heavy role in the careers of every single man still left inside the ring, whether it was the training aspect, whether they were tag team competitors, oh my.
And the OG of Oklahoma was eliminated by the Spotlight.
What a moment for the Spotlight here. Those two men have had a lot of bad blood in the past, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Drake Gallows eliminating Rick Russo. Russo's out.
See you later, Russo.
The numbers have quickly dwindled, and we are down to 5.
Rockin' Ronnie's in there. Vega's in there.
One of these men will walk away the Sooner World Class World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes.
And Vega hanging on by one. Look at this, just barely the legs off.
But he couldn't hold on, Walker.
Yeah, that's it.
Sometimes you just got to have that upper body strength.
Rick Russo getting one more shot in on him.
And what you didn't see happen behind us is Tank Bryson started to take us out when he was heading back in after that beatdown.
Logan Knight, Ronnie Morton, Drake Gallows, and Kevin James Sanchez. 4 men left. One will walk away, the new World Heavyweight Champion.
Absolutely. Sanchez is sitting in the corner. He's taking the smart play out of all 4 of these men.
One of Kareem Sadat's last matches in his career took place against the Spotlight Logan Knight for the Empire Pro Wrestling All-American Championship. That's a match that I know Logan Knight holds dear to him.
Absolutely.
Ronnie Morton, a man who has faced off against Kareem Sadat, felt the influence of Kareem Sadat in his past. And now, Kevin James Sanchez and Drake Gallows, the story not needed to be told between these two men.
I'm taking that they have had quite the intense rivalry, Walker.
Drake Gallows, corner to corner, pillar to post. Gallows, shotgun drop kick, Ronnie Morton.
You missed Rockin' Ronnie getting eliminated.
Ronnie Morton eliminated Logan Knight, hanging on to that bottom rope on the outside. Only moments away from elimination are Logan Knight. Is Logan Knight, Drake Gallows, and Kevin Sanchez. These 3 men are left. I mean, we are truly getting down to the wire here, Darren.
Yes, the Spotlight's taking a little bit of a breather, but there comes a risk by staying on the.
Oh, good God, that could have ended dangerously.
But he's got his feet and he's latched onto the rope like Spider-Man.
Oh, hot shot there.
Smart for him to keep getting those legs underneath him. He's climbing to the top rope.
Hey, this is never a smart idea in a matchup like this, but we might be seeing it.
Canadian Destroyer.
I cannot believe it.
Though I would say it's an Oklahoma destroyer being here.
More of a Detroit destroyer for the spotlight.
Absolutely.
Oh, stunner.
Uh-oh.
Sent over the top rope. Logan Knight, that's it. That's an elimination. We're down to our final two. We're down to our final two.
Whoa. This is going to be crazy.
Think about how much this moment means for Drake Gallows, for Kevin James Sanchez.
Oh, absolutely.
Kevin James Sanchez, the best friend of Kareem Sadat, a former tag team champion alongside Kareem Sadat, bleeding against each other and alongside each other. Drake Gallows, meanwhile, the final student at the Underground Academy. And it all comes down to this. One of these two men will walk away. Sooner world class, world heavyweight champion.
Well, even though it's a very sentimental moment and you want to hug it out, this is a battle royal. You have to beat the living snot out of each other, Walker.
And we're seeing it right now. We're seeing it put to full effect. Kevin Sanchez off the ropes, sending Drake Gallows.
They both
forearm.
understand what's at stake. Even though they have a great amount of respect, even though they understand the legacy, Walker, both of these men know that they have to get through the other in order to walk away with the Sooner World Class Wrestling Championship.
Both of these men have held championship gold in the past with Sooner World Class Wrestling. They've felt the effects of Sooner World Class Wrestling in the Underground Arena. They think about it every night, pulsating through the body. The emotion in this matchup is palpable.
Definitely, the entire crowd here can feel it. Even though it's at a hush, they understand.
Tense moments here all night.
Absolutely.
We've crowned new champions. We've crowned a 2023 Crow Cup winner here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
We've had a new RDW champion in Red James.
You're right about that, but it all comes down to this.
Absolutely.
Kevin Sanchez, clothesline, taking out Gallows, still holds on.
And we've had new tag team champions in the Wrestlers of Mass Destruction, too.
Kevin Sanchez, drop kick to the outside, but keep in mind, folks, not over the top rope.
Nope, that doesn't count.
Drake Gallows had rolled back inside the ring. We had a scare there. We thought that this match was over.
You'd almost think that there'd have to be a lawyer because that's a loophole some wrestlers forget about. It has to be over the top. Well, the fans have picked their champion right now, so I got to definitely disagree with them. I'm definitely on the side of Sanchez right now.
I got to be honest with you. I know it's not often that you and I agree with one another. Oh, wait a minute. Gallo, a man with a history of spinal injuries. Those are coming to effect here. I mean, Kevin Sanchez, he's a substantial man.
Definitely. He took advantage of that, making certain that Drake Gallows, the ruthlessness of Drake Gallows, could not drive his back to that mat. Very smart strategy from Sanchez.
Wait a minute. What is Drake Gallows doing here? Frog splash to the outside.
Oh. That man has a family.
The blood, sweat, and tears carry on the legacy of Sooner World Class Wrestling. This crowd is at a fever pitch.
You can barely hear over them banging the tables, Walker.
Well, he said it, Drake goes over, but will Drake Gallows be going over the top rope tonight?
He has got that one right, is what I was about ready to say. He's about ready to go over the top rope, Walker. Even though Sanchez is barely on his last leg, I'm pretty sure that he's going to find that will to get that championship that he wants.
Now, Drake Gallows looking underneath the ring. I'm not sure what Gallows is looking to do here, but I mean, the rule book here in Sooner World Class, the legalities, I mean, we're better off saying that there aren't many.
Absolutely. When it comes to a battle royal, anything goes as long as you do not go over the top rope.
Wait a minute. Oh, Drake Gallows knocking himself out with a chair. Super kick. Gallows holding on for dear life.
He's got one more super kick.
The clothesline, that's it.
And Drake goes over the top rope.
What a match. Folks, if I may say so myself, this Sooner World Class Heavyweight Championship is in incredible hands in the likes of Kevin James Sanchez.
Absolutely.
Folks, if you're new to following the action or new to following the whereabouts of the Oklahoma professional wrestling scene, you may not understand the gravity of this situation, but Kevin James Sanchez, he's had a rough couple of years. He's suffered a lot of losses, but tonight he has picked up the absolute greatest victory that he could have imagined.
Well, good job, Sanchez, for putting Drake over the way he deserves, over the top rope, and walking out of here with a loss. Great job, Mr. Sanchez. You are now on top of the world.
Tonight, this edition of Sooner World Class Wrestling of Unified Wrestling Oklahoma is in the memory of Kareem Sadat, a man who I can personally say this entire locker room, including myself and my broadcast colleague, have an immense amount of respect and love for. But folks, we bid you adieu tonight, as this happens to be my final broadcast here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma and Sooner World Class Wrestling as I move on to different ventures. But I can attest that you all are in incredible hands with the man sitting next to me, Mr. Darren Matthews, and with Kevin James Sanchez reigning as Sooner World Class Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. I cannot wait to see what the future of the state of Oklahoma's independent professional wrestling scene has in store, folks. For Darren Matthews, and for the final time, for every signature moment, I've been Walker Stewart, and this has been Sooner World Class Wrestling.